to another stream. Today we're gonna be streaming. Then I have to say, so we'll be streaming. The winter times, the winter tower. Not the thing. So we're gonna do let's go. Browser looks good. It's a little bit off. Oh yeah, it's web based. Is there any way to zoom? Quite slowly. Doesn't matter. I don't. It's not even a good name. I think it's made by Virium. It's quite slow. Trying to. Not an engine. Oh my gosh. What engine do you want? Okay. It's trying to download, or it's not loading. Hello. Okay. I load. Jesus, this is taking a while. Hello. I don't think it's not loading. Is there a way to download it? Oh. Feeling nozzle web based. Reload. You need to download a whole lot of things as well, so just wait a little bit. Well, I'm downloading it, and what's that? Well, it downloads the game data, which I think is gonna take a little bit. So come on. On it is that there is a new metro line update from Canterbury to London things. So yeah. And yeah, there's there we go. Okay, hold on. Who's this? There you go. Come on, hear me better, hopefully. I thought this probably pretty soon not very carry. I thought this probably pretty soon not very carry. Jesus, I'm not vacuuming today. Maybe because of the... Should probably... Jesus, this is live. Okay, let me test some things before I properly go to stream. Let me hear myself. This is really echoey. Yeah. Is it echoing? Is it echoing? A little bit. Swing. Okay. And sorry, I think it's just because I'm playing on extra. Is it? There's a lot of things. Hopefully the stream audio is not shade. I forgot about the settings. Now it's like Ekaterina Ivanova was said I was a happy person. Oh, there you go. This feels great. Ekaterina Ivanova would have said I was a rather happy person up until yesterday. It's time to stop playing hard to get, Katie. Also don't have echoing. Very good. I should close my own pitch. But fuck it. Can I? Oh, this is very helpful. Thank God. Okay, it's time to stop playing hard to get, Katie. It's quite an attractive correction. I was sad I was an overwhelmingly happy person up to yesterday. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, I also noticed something. Boom. Did it fix? Okay, that fixed it. Quit your blabbering and get on my site. I must finish packing. Oh my dear Kato. Even when you are cuddly, words and music to my ears. But you know, it can't be safe for a woman to live in the middle of nowhere alone. Until you consider. But it's fine. I'll have to look at what a revolting face. And what a life that would be. I live in this castle. There are guards and servants. What if something or someone breaks in and tries to harm me while you're here? There. What? Even hear rumors that the monster lives in that area. Edgar. Yes. I have no doubt the rapier I received as a birthday present from my father is more than enough to silence both you and that monster once and for all. Don't you agree? The rapier of yours seems a bit too long to be effective for self-defense. I'll buy a decorative dagger to hang in display case instead. This weapon is simply for show. I received proper combat training. Also in the Russian accent because, you know, Katerina and Igor are quite eager, not that. Quite Russian things in the Russian accent. Not too strong as to make it unheardable because I already have a fucking shitty English. Okay. Excretion, step back and I put the rapier on my waistband. God. Katrina! What are you doing to the brother? Damn it. Sirens turned towards me from the end of the hallway. Siren? To be clear, Simon has a name, okay. Rather, it was Melissa. But hear me out. Sirens were known to seduce sailors with beautiful voices and ultimately cause shipwrecks. At the same time, Melissa's birds was my father and overthrew the catamarans and... But the thing about desistance. Much to my disappointment, I was forced to put away my rapier without even giving a single chance. We are only having friendly chat. I told you to back to your trip to the Winter Tower, and here you are, scamming to hunt your brother, and trying to disgrace the family. You kicked me out and more and lingerie. I never know how many times I had to solve the urge. As far as being disgraced goes, you and his son are the owns the deserter title. Mother's correct. Besides, it's distasteful for a girl to carry around themselves. Distasteful is a perfect word to describe a perverse behavior. Imagine how disappointed your father would be if you sound like this, Katrina. His wish is for you to get married and live happily ever after. Yeah, right. You can't say. Perhaps father simply wants me to be virtuous, as a right for the heir to the Ivanov family. It's time for you to accept that Igor is the rightful heir to this family. That's what father told you before he lost consciousness. Tch! Simon's face flushed hot when I attacked a flowing ass statement. Aren't you done packing yet? Get out of here already! Until we meet again. How's that? I turned around and focused my attention on the bag I packed earlier. In it were changes of clothes, toiletries, a first aid kit, a pocket knife, and stationery. Other items of note that went in my bag included a rapier, a strap to my waist, and a bit of money in my pocket. Was there anything else I should bring with me, I wondered? Yes. I headed to the garden with my luggage. Romanov was waiting in the garden and gave me a smile. Here are the items you put in my letter. I examined the pouch Romanov handed me, then placed it in the inner pocket of my coat. Thank you, Romanov. Please look after my father. You are the only one who can trust with this task with. Your wish is my command. Please take care of yourself, my lady. And you as well. As I approached the castle gates, I spotted Shadow, my favorite horse, trotting towards me in the distance. Let's go, Shadow! I signaled. What the fuck? I cannot speak. I signaled to my horse that it was time to begin our journey. She stomped her thing with confidence, and then rapidly galloped down the road. The accident occurred the morning prior. My father, quite enjoying horse riding, had been unconscious ever since he fell off his horse, but fortunate enough to survive. However, his head hit the ground so hard that his still had recovered. If father had passed away before long, it was natural that he would succeed with his title. There was no question about it. At least there would be, if not for his second marriage. Sarah and her son, Igor, showed no blood relation to me or my father. With by law or tradition, however, it was the eldest child who had stood to inherit the title. Considering Igor's age, it was very possible he could be named her. However, I was the rightful heir by blood. To prevent further conflict, my lord father was to formally announce his successor eventually. Although he respected my right to succession, he had finalized his decision, as he wished to take my future marriage into consideration. In his will, he described in great detail how the inheritance would be split. However, his decision on who would succeed his title was nowhere to be found. Of course, simply trying to be generous by giving me time to think everything through until I turned 18, and would be eligible to succeed him. However, Siren's son went berserk and had told my father's accident. She forced me to make a decision. Either agreeing to arrange marriage or lead the castle have a coming of age ceremony. Either way, I couldn't just stand there and do nothing, so I declared that I would undergo my coming of age ceremony at the Winter Tower. This coming of age ceremony simply involved moving out after marriage, but a family tradition was to spend a year at the Winter Tower. Of course, no parent wanted to send a child to a foreign land for an entire year, so the tradition was gradually forgotten to the public. Nowadays, this tradition was conducted only once a year, with only one candidate. Sending Ivan in my stead was an option, as he had undergone a different coming of age ceremony already. Though, if he even had the time to go, he surely ought to cry in a corner like a cow instead. Beyond that, I highly doubted that Siren, being the overprotective mother that she was, could bear to send her beloved son somewhere out of reach. In any case, it was for these reasons that I became the caretaker of the Winter Tower, and I was forced to leave the castle temporarily. Of course, I didn't go empty-handed. It was about time for them to realize something was wrong. I proudly gazed at the blue sapphire ring and signet ring on my fingers. The first thing I did when father became bedridden, I swapped these rings out with thanks and take the realms. Sarah and Igor would soon realize that the rings in possession were copies. No, Igor had no means of claiming he was the true successor. He might still assume control of the castle, but the influence would be limited. Without the family seal, he won't be able to force me into an arranged marriage either. Although my father would certainly be taken aback if he heard the story, he would just say it wasn't much to ask from a birthday gift. These rings were rightfully mine in the first place, after all. I'm almost there. Look at the passes start on the road's shadow. Weak ride. A furrow of white birch trees stretched along the frontier, grinning named Silver Curtain. Finally, the Winter Tower came into view. The forest keeper I contacted ahead of time was waiting to deliver my mission. This path will link you to the Winter Tower. Remember, if you cross the border and leave the forest, you'll fail the mission. You see the ropes and go along trees. Make sure not to cross them. They have everything you need. I travel all night. I rode my horse the entire day here. Make the most of what I have. I've been the forest keeper for years, and I tell you, it's rare to see someone take the traditional coming of age ceremony. Wish that the best longer than later. Thank you for the support. Just 1 year. If managed to protect these rings from the tales that were sure to come, I would win. But if they got their hands on them, I will lose. Bring it on. Do your worst. And make sure you pay the price on the day of eternity. To be clear, I've never lost a bet in my life. Just 3 errors. Two chapters, that's okay. The tower seemed massive, even from afar. Up close, I saw the passage of time engraved into its bricks, much like an old tree that had endured modern nature for millennia. I looked around cautiously, the horse reins in my left hand and my rapier in my right. But all I heard was the rustle of the leaves from small animals moving about. Good. There's no ambush. Shadow, went to the forest well and take a look inside. Shadow replied with a knife and disappeared into the birch forest. So, the same monster lives here. Oh well. All living creatures have a heart. Not a star from my rapier can fix. I've never skipped a single training session in my life. I was determined to become Lord of Anova. I was even confident that I would win most of the battle. But of course, that was only for my opponent for honorably. It was impossible for a single person to find an army if they weren't legendary hero. Monster or not, Ekaterina Ivanova, shall destroy everything that stands my way. I drew the rapier from my waist and stone into the tower. My first obstacle was rather unexpected. It looked... still... not like its own either. Not this one. For some reason, not a single hole in any floor budge, as if they were cemented into the frame. The store hasn't been maintained for a very long time. What's the point of keeping these keys? The keys are brought from the cat were useless. What should I do? And I turn outside and look around the tower. I choose it. I'm gonna find some tools. When I return outside and look around the tower, I found a small storage shed in the stable. There should be an exit here, in there. Unfortunately, the storage shed was locked as well. There's no way to open it through ordinary means. Just bash it. Just bash legs into the door, because it wouldn't. They break easily. No, never. Not that I've done that can prove that. All the doors are locked. The only thing I can access is the stairwell. This is just too much. Should have just burned this place down. The little devil on my shoulder whispered sweet nothings, tempting me to set this place ablaze and find lodging on the town nearby instead. Jesus, that's awesome! It's just cancel those prevent and out those locked before any to not get any vandals into it. Well, what should I do now? At this rate, I'd end up sleeping without a roof over my head. Couldn't think of a clever solution to get myself out of this situation. As I let out the deep sigh, I spotted a brown cat playing with a small boy in the courtyard. A cat? As you recall at the time, Ingo gave me a caged bird as a birthday present. Told me that a proper woman should be here looking at the bird and spot her husband calmly from the shadows. It would have been a beautiful story if I hadn't just ended with me kicking in the crotch and freeing the bird. But the following year gave me kitten. The explanation was that although a bird was caged and set free, a cat would never run away for the well felt. The cat was innocent of this, but it kept reminding me of that disgusting Igor, I don't know. So I hadn't room enough to take over its care. The cat was surely happy when room enough down me in the case. The brown cat reminds me of Igor too. It turned out the wrong thing I was playing with wasn't Bob, but a rotten hamster. That bothered. Go. It bothered me, standing by and watching the cat bully the rodent, just like Ingo had done to me. Could I have the hamster also? Please don't fuck with cats, though. Stood up and faced the cat to save the smaller creature. The exhausted hamster couldn't run. It suddenly might in the ground, trembling. The cat kept tapping at his prey until it got bored. Then rings his sharp calls to strike. Suddenly, the hamster sprinted at full speed to escape its doom. As if the first shot had been fired, the cat leapt forward to hunt its prey. No matter how fast the hamster was, there was no way it could escape the angry feline. It was obvious that it would be caught for a game, but then... Huh? What? The hamster, in its desperation to live, ran straight at me. It swiftly caught my leg and took refuge in my pocket. The cat buffed its back and tail out in protest, but dared not attack me. If you want to fun scrum, get his thighs the left England's interest. As I watched the cat leave, I felt a hot warmth of shivering hamster in my pocket. I walked into the door and shut the door behind me. No other animals would prey upon a hamster in here, so I placed him in bowl. Picked me over the eyes. Let's see. She still has some leftover bread. I gave a couple of breadcrumbs to the hamster. Started stuffing small with the molasses, safe to eat. And you're okay. The cat's gone now. Oh. Squeak, Squeak is so cute. Oh, look at him, he's so brown. The hamster responded as if it understood my words. I carefully put it back on the ground and began thinking to myself. I should bring Shadowside out as well. Don't let her stay outside in the Sheriff's stable. She'll never live in a hedge climb before. She'll surely freeze to death if left alone in the cold. I'm gonna bring Shadow inside the little posting? This is the little posting. It's time to decide, Katerina. What should I do? Couldn't give up and leave a forest yet. Going back without even trying to face it this time for real English to lots of decades. And just imagine how my opening was right, and judging from the fact all the doors are locked, and though the interior is well maintained either. There's no way to find out what happened here, since the castle rarely exchanged correspondences with the Mint Thomas keepers. Squeak, squeak, squeak. I'm gonna call this hamster Malin. Not Melon, Malin. M-A-R-L-O-N. Marlin. The hamster, which has shivered on the lower left, made noises as mean from a step away. Was anger trying to mess with you again? Squeak, squeak. Squeak, squeak, squeak. And the eyes met. The hamster started to spin circles on the rug that covered the landing. Is there something on the rug? Or beneath it? Squeak, squeak. Squeak, squeak. Alright, come here. With your roomy hand. Hans climbed up and made himself comfortable in my breast pocket. Like a mother. Yeah, that's such a cool analogy. I like that. You're the intelligent one. Rolled the rug up and moved to the sides. Then I saw what was hidden beneath. A hatch. Think about it. Buildings such as this tower do generally have basements. I did not think of that earlier. I may have returned home without any knowledge of its existence. But the keys would once again. Not his on. This is on either. Bingo! Click, click. The lock was released. I slowly opened the hatch and using both of my hands. The entrance to the basement was pitched down. Like still water. Ugh. Careful. Could be still water. Extremely dangerous. Blinks. I dived into the darkness with an England oil lamp. It won't be easy to use my rapier in this narrow tunnel. I brought a dagger with me just in case, but regretted not having studied how to use it properly. I would have trained more if I known I wouldn't find myself in this kind of situation. The torches hung on the walls, brightened passages lit. Then, a large room at the end of the passage caught my attention. The room seemed to be used as both as an emergency shelter and cellar, as it was filled with food and daily necessities. I also found an axe and a crowbar beside crates. The axe seemed sturdy enough to use as a weapon. This should be sufficient to break open the door. Let's head back up. Squeak, 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 squeak. Unexpectedly, the hamster stopped me when I tried to leave the basement. What's wrong? Squeak, squeak. Uh-oh. Marlon, his head popped out of my pocket and directed me towards a cupboard of grain sacks. Are you hungry? Squeak, squeak. Fed hamster then turned upstairs. No matter what day, the doors never opened. And came outside. I made do with all other food I had in the survival kit and brought from the castle. However, they were not enough to survive the hostile chose other winter raids. After 3 months of nothing but struggles, I had to give up on completing the ceremony and leave the forest. I was still ashamed to return to the castle after failing the challenge. For that reason, I became an endless wanderer with no destination. If only those doors had opened. I got a bad ending. So the hamster is a good fellow. If only I had listened to the hamster. Also, it's good to give him food so that he does that. Okay. Well, could have gone more if it wasn't near midnight, but there's a good news. I might do streams in the day, or at least in daytime. In my daytime. In my clock. In the clock that it's in where I live. It's gonna be daytime when there's no one here. So I may make a stream daytime. Who knows? All that I know is I'm going at midnight. I'm a little bit tired. So thank you very much for watching. Follow me here on Twitch, TikTok, and Insta. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for coming, and see you on the flip side. Bye.